What is up, guys? Jesse 504 here, Chicago Beartics coach, bringing you my Week 3 matchup in the JLPC. This week, we're against Decker. Decker has a very scary team. He is 2-0 right now, one of the best teams in the league. Very strong, very offensive, and it's going to be a challenge to beat him. So, for starters this week, he has Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, which that thing just claims lives. Thankfully, it can only run a Pokeball, so it doesn't get any additional item benefits. For example, can't run a Roselli Berry to try to take a Moonblast from my Tapu Lele, which is very important. It does learn Trick though, so Decker could pull off some shenanigans. Also, he has Mew, which is the most versatile Pokemon in draft. It's just gonna come and it's gonna do what it wants. It can be bulky, it can be offensive, it can set up physical, set up special. Just do whatever Decker wants it to do this week. And up next, Toxtricity. This thing is the kill leader, I believe. And thank God it doesn't have the craziest matchup against me. Otherwise, I would be really afraid because that thing hits hard. It does only have 75 base speed, but it can run a Scarf pretty freely, and that is also important. His ability, Punk Rock, makes him hit harder with those sound-based moves, and it can also run Shift Gear to just boost speed, and then Throat Spray to get a boost in special attack. And up next, he has Darmanitan, which just, oh my god, it hits so hard. Sheer Force ability makes it hit even harder. Again, another great Scarfer. Also, same speed as Tapu Lele, so if he does decide to bring Scarf that, then it'll outspeed, and if not, it'll be a speed tie. And up next, Inteleon. This thing is fast. This thing is freaky. Hits so hard, and I don't understand how his team got so good. He has Passimian as well, another great Scarfer, great choice bander. Just hit hard, defiant ability makes it so that I'm less likely to really try to hurt him with some debuffs. And then Tier 5 Sandslash, one of the best ones in that tier, hits decently hard, but it has great move pool with rocks, can spin, can just do, it's a ground type, so it can just do stuff. And then for his free picks, he grabbed Corviknight. Like, this thing is insanely bulky, and it just takes so many hits super well. And up next is Superior, which contrary ability makes it able to just like click Leaf Storm and fire off a really strong attack and get a nasty plot up. And up next on his team is Ice Cube, which this thing can't be slept on. I don't think it has the greatest matchup this week. It kind of with that Ice Face ability, the special attacks still go through and it'll get hit hard. But if it does get like a substitute Belly Drum up, it could just sweep from there. And last but not least is Clefairy, a mon that is often slept on, but it with the Eviolite, it's pretty bulky, has a great move pool. It's just like Clefable, but miniature for less points. So this is going to be a hard matchup. And so up first, I grab my Tapu Lele, Choice Spec, Psychic Surge. So this is a Specs variant this week. It has enough EVs in defense to live a Max Darkness from Grimmsnarl, and I can 2-hit KO with Moonblast. Psychic, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and so this thing can hit most of his team super effectively, and if it doesn't hit it super effectively, it still hits it hard. Like the Darmanitan don't hit it super effectively, but still Choice Spec Psychic kills it. Inteleon doesn't hit for super effective damage, but kills it. Superior doesn't hit for super effective damage, but does a lot. So Tapu Lele, just great Pokemon this week, and I hope that I'm able to do what I wanted it to do. And up next, Megalopunny with the Lopunite, obviously Limber, pre-Mega, Scrappy post-Mega, of course. High Jump Kick, Facade, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. Again, just hits his team really hard from that physical side. Don't have to run too much speed to be able to outspeed that fastest thing, that Inteleon. And so I can still just come in and take lives. And up next, I got Blacephalon, Choice Scarf, Beast Boost, Shadow Ball, Fire Blast, Trick, Psyshock. This thing, if it gets rolling, it gets rolling. And that's just going to be an important thing. I can try to trick my Choice Scarf onto the Pissimian or onto the Clefairy would be the two main targets. Maybe onto the Corviknight as well. But this thing, again, some of his team is just fodder for me to start getting Beast Boosts up. And up next, Shaman. Again, Shaman this week. Leftovers, Natural Cure, Leech Seed, Seed Flare, Substitute, Dazzling Gleam. So this thing is designed to stall out the Grimmsnarl's Gigantamax turns with the Substitute, and if it does just like status me with like Thunder Wave, I can switch out with the Natural Cure, heal back up that status, Dazzling Gleam again to hit that Grimmsnarl, and then Seed Flare, of course. Don't want to be clicking Seed Flare on the Pissimian though, in case it does drop and then it boosts the attack. That's why we got Dazzling Gleam there as well. And up next, Zeraora, another bulk up set this week with that Expert Belt, Volt Absorb, Play Rough, Plasma Fist, bulk up knockoff. Just really here to hit hard, and if I get a bulk up, I do hit really hard. Not Life Orb this week because I want to have some long-term survivability, and with the Life Orb, I'll end up wearing myself down. And last but not least, I went ahead and I grabbed my Tier 5 Armaldo with the leftovers, Battle Armor ability, Stealth Rock, Rabbit Spin, X Scissor, Stone Edge. Hits super hard. Like, this thing is being slept on. I don't know if he's expecting it, but I liked its matchup this week. It is pretty bulky. It can take on some of his hard hitters really well. He could bring Inteleon this week, but I don't think it has the greatest matchup against my team, to be honest, which is why I don't see it coming, and that's really his main way to kill this thing easily. And other than that, this thing can just come in and hit his team hard. So, with that team, Jesse504, see you in the battle. Alright, Decker just sent us the challenge. Let's get into it. Let me unlock that real quick. Okay. Mew, Sandslash, Grimmsnarl, Corviknight, Clefairy, Darmanitan. Some big threats are not present. That is important. The Grimmsnarl comes, which was expected, but it's still the most annoying thing to deal with. Corviknight's here. I feel like I've prepped for that enough with the Blacephalon and with the Zeraora. But I think I will just lead with my Armaldo, because this week I feel like its matchup was pretty good, as he leads Sandslash. Who's faster? Let's just set up some Stealth Rocks. That Dynamax button there looks like something I want to click, but I just can't. It's only for him. I'll get rid of his rocks. So now we're in. I just want to see how much this Stone Edge does to him. I'm just going to go into Shaman though. He resets the rocks. Now, nothing really wants to come in and take a Seed Flare, but I think I'm going to substitute. Alright, Corviknight. Cool. Now I'm chilling behind a substitute. Physically defensive, and I get to just set something with Leech Seed. Just start healing that stuff right back up. I don't know if he's bringing like some Flying Stab to help break this sub. If he's bulk up Body Press set, that could also be annoying. But I can just Leech Seed. Then I can start clicking Seed Flares. But like, I'm sub this week because if I'm the right stuff, he can't really break the sub very easily. And so he U-turns out, so be it. My Leech Seeds are pretty much invalidated, but still, I'm still rocking behind a sub, and that's something that he needs to consider. So this Corviknight's definitely fairly defensive, I can tell. He goes into the Darmanitan. I got news for you. Darmanitan still is very... I'm just going to Seed Flare again, see what exactly... Back into the Corviknight. I missed the Seed Flare because of course I do. What is this luck? Cool. I don't know what exactly this thing does to me, but I'm just ready to go back into this thing. Defogs. Alright, I'm fine with that. I'm going to click Stone Edge, See if I can catch something on the switch in. Because with that, really, it's still base 125 attack, so it's not like anything. And Stone Edge has that high critical hit chance, but it's gonna miss because I already know based on the way that. All right, Roosts, great play. Cool. To be honest, I don't really see this Armaldo as being too important, so I'm free to just. I'm just gonna set Stealth Rocks. Decker could roost again. He can. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what exactly he wants to do. And alrighty. He was faster than me. So he's probably gonna defog again. And on that, I think I'm just gonna go Zero Aura. Defogs again. And just gonna bulk up. I'm gonna knock off here. Zero Aura. I don't really know what exactly Sandslash is gonna try to do, but I know that something here is losing its item. And then something here is gonna already get rid of those leftovers. EQ does not KO. Now I have pretty free switch into my Shaman. Don't know exactly what he wants to do here. Damage on the Sandslash, probably not worth what I just took, but it's going to be interesting. I like Zero Aura in this matchup. If I get that Sandslash gone, then free Plasma Fists are really nice. Toxic, kind of annoying. I can always switch out though, heal it off. I'm going to click Leech Seed on the Clefairy. Cool. Now, I kind of see this Clefairy as fodder, to be honest. But I'm going to try to go in here. He sets Light Screen. Cool. Cool. I think he's going to try to go with his Grimmsnarl now. That seems like his play. Corviknight. Cool. Do 30% here. Now I'll go back into the Shaman as he roosts up. Now I'll click sub and see what exactly he wants to do with his Corviknight. If it's switch, if it's stay in, I go for a sub. He Brave Birds me. Alright, so he does have that. Probably going to do it again. I'll just go back into this thing, toss it away. Cool. This thing should be gone at the end of the turn anyways, so I'm just gonna click rock if he decides he wants to let the toxic finish me off. Which, alrighty, cool. So now we can play according to what he switches into. Which is that Darmanitan. Very high chance of it being Choice Scarf, based on the way that he is treating it. Pull up a blank set on a Choice Scarf. Shadow Ball's a roll. If he's at 75, 37.5% chance. I don't really want to risk it at all. If he's Scarf, I guess we'll find out now. I'm just going to click Facade. If he's Scarf, then I believe he's Life Orb actually, because Did you ever click Flare Blitz? No, he is Scarf. Okay, cool. Let's get the Beast Boosts rolling. Unless he goes Grimmsnarl, which would be a fantastic play. He does not. Beast Boost. Now, show me the switch-in. Probably Grimmsnarl if I had to guess. Which would be kind of annoying. But if I do get any more Beast Boosts off, it's just fatal for him. He does go for that Grimmsnarl. So the plan here is going to be to Shadow Ball again. He could Sucker, which would be kind of annoying. He bulks up. Cool. Shadow Ball still does a good chunk. I don't know if he wants to Dynamax here or not. He does Dynamax. Or Gigantamax, actually. Crit him. He goes for the Max Quake. Let me pull this calc up. This is a Grimmsnarl G-Max. Currently at 33%, up against a Lele Choice Specs. His SPDEF is at +1. He is Dynamaxed. Yeah, cool. This should be good. This should be big damage on anything that he wants to go into. Actually, would a Thunderbolt kill? Not quite. So I gotta go for that Moonblast. We got rid of the Gigantamax right there, and that was a massive threat to my team. Mew here. I was going to the Shaman. Oh, okay, he's DD Mew. That is kind of a problem. I'm going to Seed Flare. Hope I connect this time. I don't know if the rolls are just... Do I drop? I don't get the drop. This is kind of annoying. Psychic Fangs again. Now I go Lele here. And I click Shadow Ball. He has that Shadow Claw. Yeah, DD Mew is going to get there. Looks like a good game. Yep. Cool. So that was a hard game. Yeah, I kind of knew it was coming, but that was a big loss right there. So now we're sitting at 1-2, which is not the greatest. Hopefully I can bounce back next week against the Gigantamax Butterfree team. So, Jesse504, out.